Rachel Zoe may be a blonde bombshell now, but we found a picture proving she can serve looks as a bold brunette. The newest addition to RHOBH posted a jaw-dropping throwback on her Instagram in 2013, featuring her now ex-husband, Roger Berman. Shockingly, Roger was not the only brunette in the pic. In the snap, Rachel rocked brunette beachy waves and a gorgeous cherry red lip. OMG, had to post this hashtag-tipped Throwback Thursday, Zoe wrote in the caption alongside the photo below. Inside Rachel Zoe's hairstyle evolution, Rachel often looks back on her hair phases. Rachel once posted a picture from her short-lived modeling career in high school, where she sported the same wavy brown tresses. The photo emulates Madonna, the celebrity she was living for at the time, according to the post's caption. Rachel spent many years sporting stunning bangs with a blonde mane. In 2022, she posted a throwback photo featuring the hairstyle and asked fans if it was time for a hair change in the caption. Although she hasn't gone back to bangs yet, the stylist looks stunning either way. Inside Rachel Zoe's stylish life with her family, Rachel frequently posts throwback photos of her family, including her two sons, Skylar and Caius, she shares with Roger. Last year, the working mom posted her family's first ever selfie from 2014. In true 2010s fashion, Zoe sported cool aviators and blunt bangs. On the second slide of the post, she shared the family's recreation of the adorable pic. In the total chaos and insanity of everyday life, just remember to escape it as a family for special time together, Rachel wrote in the caption. There is nothing better than this love from all of my boys. A few years ago, Rachel treated followers to a sweet picture of her and her oldest son, Skylar, from 2012. The darling throwback featured Rachel with a blonde blowout and, once again, her iconic bangs at Paris Fashion Week. Rachel Zoe joins the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 15 cast. Rachel not only has an interesting past, but she also has a bright future. Rachel is returning to Bravo to join the cast of RHOBH for Season 15. She shared her excitement for the new career development in an Instagram video. It's official, I am coming back to Bravo, she said. It's been a while, and you've been asking me to come back to television, and I said when stars aligned, or it makes sense, or I have enough to say to share with all of you, and now's the time. Really excited to be with all of you again, and I hope you are, so let's have some fun. The genesis of a bombshell. It wasn't always this meticulously curated. Once, long before the blonde bombshell persona became her impenetrable armor, there was a different Rachel. A Rachel with brunette beachy waves and a defiant cherry red lip. A ghost from a 2013 Instagram hashtag tipped that had recently sent shockwaves through her meticulously managed public image. The picture, an accidental artifact from a life she carefully rebranded, featured her then-husband Roger Berman. But it was her hair, that rich, unexpected brown, that had truly captivated her new audience. The online whispers had been deafening. Rachel Zoe, a brunette? Is that even her? The comments section of her Instagram, usually a fawning parade of obsessed and icon, had exploded with a delightful chaos. It was a crack in the veneer, a glimpse behind the curtain of the fashion empire she'd built, thread by meticulously placed thread. Rachel, perched on a plush velvet chaise in her sprawling Beverly Hills mansion, scrolled through the comments with a wry smirk. She remembered that day. The photo shoot for some obscure indie magazine, the photographer insisting on a more natural, earthy look. Roger, always her rock, had playfully teased her about looking like a mysterious siren. She laughed then, a genuine, unburdened sound that seemed to have been muffled over the years by the demands of fame. She hadn't thought about that picture in ages. It was just one of countless digital breadcrumbs scattered across the internet, relics of a past she'd largely left behind. But now, as she prepared to re-enter the reality TV fray, every facet of her history was fair game. And she, Rachel Zoe, master of reinvention, was ready to play. Hair today, gone tomorrow. A chromatic chronicle. Rachel's hair had always been a barometer of her life's phases, a chronological map etched in strands of varying hues and styles. There was the high school Rachel, surprisingly demure, with the same wavy brown tresses from that infamous 2013 photo. She'd once posted a throwback of herself, looking eerily like a young Madonna, her then idol, in a short-lived modeling stint. That Rachel had dreamed of fashion, but she hadn't yet understood the power of an image, the way a perfectly placed highlight or a strategically cut fringe could transform a narrative. Then came the bangs phase, a love affair that spanned years and countless blonde manes. She'd loved those bangs. They framed her face, adding a touch of playful sophistication, a flirty peekaboo quality that hinted at hidden depths. In 2022, a throwback photo of herself sporting that iconic fringe had prompted her to ask her followers, time for a hair change. The overwhelming response had been a resounding yes or no, keep the bangs, a testament to her fans' unwavering devotion to her signature look. But she hadn't gone back. Not yet. The blonde, the long flowing waves, had become her brand, her unyielding statement. She ran a hand through her perfectly coiffed hair, a silent acknowledgement of its journey. Each shade, each cut, a chapter in her evolving story. The brunette was a whisper of her origins, the bangs an echo of a youthful exuberance, and the current blonde, a bold declaration of her reign. The heart of the empire, family life unfiltered. For all the glitz and the glamour, the endless red carpets, and the meticulously styled shoots, Rachel's true north had always been her family. Roger, her ex-husband, remained an unwavering presence in her life, a testament to a bond that transcended the often fickle nature of Hollywood relationships. And their two sons, Skylar and Caius, were the beating heart of her meticulously constructed world. She frequently dipped into the well of throwback photos featuring her boys, offering her followers a glimpse into the unfiltered joy of motherhood. Last year, she posted their first ever selfie from 2014, a charmingly amateur shot that captured the essence of their chaotic, beautiful family life. In true 2010s fashion, she'd sported cool aviators and blunt bangs, a snapshot of a simpler time, before the full force of reality television came knocking. On the second slide, she'd shared their recreation of the adorable pic, the boys taller, more mischievous, but the love radiating from the photo just as potent. In the total chaos and insanity of everyday life, just remember to escape it as a family for special time together. She captioned the post, her words a gentle reminder to herself as much as to her followers. There is nothing better than this love from all of my boys. Another cherished memory surfaced, a sweet picture of her and her oldest son, Skylar, from 2012. They were in Paris, the City of Light, during Paris Fashion Week. Rachel, her blonde blowout impeccable, her iconic bangs framing a radiant smile, held a tiny Skylar in her arms. The hustle and bustle of the fashion world faded into the background, replaced by the quiet intimacy of a mother and son, a moment of pure, unadulterated happiness. These were the moments that grounded her, the anchors in a sea of champagne toasts and couture gowns. The return to Bravo, a new chapter. The news had broken like a perfectly accessorized tidal wave. Rachel Zoe was joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 15 cast. The internet, once again, had erupted. Some hailed it as a stroke of genius, a much-anticipated return for a Bravo icon. Others questioned if the notoriously private stylist was truly ready for the unvarnished reality of the housewives' world. Rachel, however, was invigorated. She'd shared her excitement in an Instagram video, a rare unfiltered moment where her genuine enthusiasm shone through. "It's official, I am coming back to Bravo," she'd announced, her voice resonating with a mixture of anticipation and nervous energy. "It's been a while, and you've been asking me to come back to television, and I said when stars aligned, or it makes sense, or I have enough to say to share with all of you, and now's the time. Really excited to be with all of you again, and I hope you are, so let's have some fun. She knew the risks. She knew the scrutiny, the inevitable drama, the public dissection of every word, every gesture. But she also knew the platform, the opportunity to connect with her audience on a deeper level, to share more of herself than the perfectly polished image she presented to the world. The brunette photo had been an accidental catalyst, a reminder that vulnerability, even a glimpse of it, could be incredibly powerful. It had opened a door, a crack in her meticulously crafted facade, and she realized that perhaps, after all these years, she was ready to step through it.